Some of life's funkiest experiences make the best stories. And this is such a story. It was 1988-89. I was going around the south of India, going to temples and ashrams and getting my own spiritual groove on. And some friends of mine and I decided to go to the Sri Aurobindo ashram in Pondicherry in the south of India. So we took a bus, about a 5-hour bus ride. We arrived in Pondicherry. Now, the guidebook says that this time of year, you don't have to worry about making a reservation at the Park Guest House, the main ashram hotel, because it's the hot season in the south of India, 120 degrees in the shade. And the guidebook says this time of year, nobody in their right mind are going to be there but me and my friends. So my two friends head directly to the Park Guest House. And I say, I'll get there a little bit. I want to roam the town a little bit, get a lay of the land. So roam around a little bit, head to the Park Guest House, and I'm walking up the steps to the lobby when this elderly Indian woman gives me a dirty look. And she says something to the man sitting behind the desk. I go up to this gentleman. He says, can I help you? I says, yes, I'd like a room. We don't have any rooms. Keys all over the board, up, down, and sideways. I say, well, did so-and-so and so-and-so check in? My two friends who just happen to be white. He said, yes, yes, they did. Now, I'm picking up on something, duh. But I don't want to believe what I'm picking up on because I'm at a ashram, a spiritual place. But I maintain my spiritual equanimity. When will some rooms be available? Maybe in a day or two. Okay, I go check into another hotel. Next morning, I'm having breakfast with my friends in the Park Guest House restaurant. Only place in town with whole wheat toast. I'm a whole wheat toast kind of guy. And there's someone else I know having breakfast who had checked into the hotel the previous evening after I'd been by there. He too happened to be white. Now, I said, well, some rooms must have suddenly become available. So I go after breakfast to check it out in the lobby. There's that woman, the elderly Indian woman who gave me the dirty look. She's sitting behind the desk and she's checking in an Indian family. Now I'm standing off to the side waiting for her to take care of her business when she looks at me and says, what do you want? With attitude. And I said, I came to see if you had any rooms available. No, we don't have any rooms for you. This isn't just some hotel. This is for people who are coming for the Sri Aurobindo ashram. Like I'm halfway around the world and I don't know this. Now I am old. I've had enough of this town. I had enough of this ashram. I make arrangements to leave the following evening. The next morning, I go back to have breakfast with my friends in the Park Guest House Hotel again, but I am barred from entering and told that I have to go get this person's permission to go in. Now, time out. You're talking about your former 60s militant type. I know how to yell, scream, cuss, and fuss. Ain't done it in a while, but I still remember how. But I maintain my spiritual equanimity. I go to the lobby. There's that woman. I says, madam, is there some problem? I'm just having breakfast with my friends. I was in there yesterday. May I go in? No, you wait in the lobby. Oh, it's on now. I'm getting ready to go Chicago West Side all up in here. And I'm working myself up. I'm working myself up. I'm working myself up. When a voice in my head says, this is a test. It's easy to love those that love you. The test is to love those that hate you. And I figure this woman qualifies. Now, you must understand that love was not uppermost in my mind in terms of things I wanted to send her. I could think of a hot, fiery place I would love to have sent her and joyfully use my size 13s to help her get there. So love, how am I going to send love? And then I remember something I'd studied about auras, the energy that surrounds every living human being and every being, period. I read that pink was the color that represented divine love. And I figured we definitely needed some divine love up in here. So mentally, I enveloped her in this bubble of pink light. And then I started pumping pink at her butt. I was pumping pink. I was pumping pink. I was pumping pink. I worked up a sweat pumping pink. So I'm sitting there pumping pink, pumping pink, pumping pink. I don't know how long. All of a sudden, the woman comes over to me, totally different demeanor, totally different tone of voice. Are your friends in the restaurant? I'm from Chicago. We be suspicious. I'm looking around like, what's up? Am I getting set up? What's going on? I said, I don't know. You wouldn't let me go see. She says, oh, well, go. Please go. And she personally escorted me into the restaurant. And as I walked into the restaurant and I looked back at her, smiling sweetly, I realized I had experienced the power of love. Now, some years later, I would become a professional storyteller. One of the storytelling groups I would go to was community storytellers here in Los Angeles. So one evening I told this story at the meeting, and several people came up to me after, oh, that's a wonderful story. That's a wonderful story. That's a wonderful story. And I'm like, yes, I'm great and wonderful. I have lots of ego. I have no humility. A couple of months later, one of my friends who'd been there that evening comes up to me after the meeting and says, Michael, let me tell you what happened. It seems that at her job, her boss made it her personal responsibility to give my friend unholy hell each and every day. So this particular day, they were all sitting together in a little lunchroom. My friend sitting here, speaking to someone over there, the boss sitting next to her, talking to someone over there. Now, all day, my friend had been sending her love, sending her love, sending her love. All of a sudden, the boss turns to her and starts to engage her in pleasant, complimentary conversation. The power of love. Now, that's a test that I passed. I'm gonna fess up. I have flunked quite a few, but it is worth the effort. And that's the end of that.